Good evening. For our first news summary, we film of events in Dorset and Hampshire, and news of a parents' strike in Cornwall, the spread of influenza in the West Country, and the friendly invasion of West Country ports by NATO warships. The West Country has been preparing a big welcome for seafaring men of many nations returning from the NATO exercise Strike Back. In Plymouth, Portsmouth, Southampton and Weymouth, civic authorities are getting together with the townspeople to make many thousands of Canadians, Americans, Frenchmen, German and Dutchmen feel at home. They're arranging cocktail parties, dances, sightseeing tours and visits to private homes for them. The 60,000-ton United States aircraft carrier Saratoga anchored off Spithead today. Her sister ship, the Forrestal, arrived at Southampton for a 10-day visit, and 3 French and 6 American warships are at Plymouth. The atomic submarine Nautilus is due at Portland tomorrow. Now, Asian flu. This is still spreading in the West Country. A 6th form boy at Lydney Grammar School in Gloucestershire has died, and at Fareham in Hampshire, 22 out of the town's 30 postmen have gone down with it. Other post office workers at Fareham volunteered to take over deliveries today, some using their own cars. In Cornwall, Saltash Grammar School is closed for the whole of this week because so many of the pupils have flu. Now another story about a school in Cornwall. When a new secondary modern school was opened at Hale today, only 3 children from the village of St. Earth turned up, and they were fetched in a taxi supplied by the Cornwall County Council, who pay £1 a day for it. The other 12 children from St. Earth were kept at home by their parents as a protest. The County Council won't send a taxi because they live nearer than 3 miles from the school. The County Council said it's already spending £120,000 a year on school transport, and it can't afford to collect all the St. Earth children by taxi. The Cornwall Education Committee will discuss the parents' protest on Thursday. In Hampshire, a 15th century game has been revived, stool ball. It's a ladies' game which has been called the elder brother of cricket. 6 teams from Sussex, where stool ball is fairly common, took the game across the county border for a challenge tournament at South Sea Castle Field. The ball is slightly smaller than a cricket ball, and the bat is made of willow. The girls put everything into it, but Humphrey Lestock had a lighter approach. Instead of stumps, there's a square white board, and each over has 8 balls instead of the 6 in cricket. It's said that William III enjoyed the game after seeing it played in Devon. And from stool ball in Southsea along the coast to pool, to the South Coast Rowing Regatta, the Henley of the coastal rowers. Championship teams from all along the South Coast compete, and the main event of the day is the Senior Fours. The course is 1.5 miles of choppy water. The winners are Christchurch, who in a record-breaking season have already won the Hanson Dorset title. Second are Folkestone, and a close third, Dartmouth. Notices saying Save Bude Canal are out in the Cornish town of Bude, and a public meeting being held there tonight to try and stop the canal being closed down. The local council has applied to the Minister of Transport for what's called a warrant of abandonment for 2,070 yards of the canal. Local people who object to this have begun a vigorous campaign against the council's plan. Our last item tonight comes from Dorset, from a village near Blandford, where the local post office closed today for the last time. It's at Winterbourne Zelston, and the post office is being closed on the retirement of the postmistress, Miss Ella May Squire. She's run GPO business from the front room of her cottage for more than 30 years. Here she is at the counter. She's shy and didn't want to face the cameras. Mr. Austin, a local pensioner, posts the letter before going in. The villagers will soon have to go elsewhere for their stamps and postal orders and pensions, for the office is being closed. No successor can be found for Miss Squire. And that's the end of the news from the West Country.